Now here we go. This is going to be another game between KingJohnVI, blue, here on the left, and Shadowfury333, yellow player, here on the right. Again, just like last game, as you can see, King John is back in time, paused very near the beginning of the timeline. He's probably going to be telling his KingJohnVI to build RPs, maybe 5 or 6 here on the liquid crystal, and possibly 1 on the Q plasma. He's moving forward now, so he's building, yes, 5 RPs on blue. And meanwhile, Shadowfury's gone for Greckham. He's made 3 RPs on liquid crystal. Well, actually, no, that's pretty normal, because they start off with 3 RPs. It takes them a little bit more time to build Octos in order to build more RPs. Yes, and he's going straight. He's just building Octos straight to the things, instead of building straight Octos so that they can be later used to defend against a rush and then build RPs if they're not needed. Let's go forward in time. They're both, again, just like last game, they're both going for a pretty economic, heavy build. They're building lots of RPs. He's got 6 in total, and he's got 5 at this point in time. But he's already got a Seppi, so I believe he might be building a Reef and then a Spire very soon. He's jumping around in time, so he might be finding... Yes, I was right. He was finding the point in time that I was just at when I was just saying he's wanting to build a Reef so that he could optimize his build. And yep, 2 more RPs straight for the QP. And he's building... who knows? Let's see. Constructing a depot, building 1 more RP. Seems pretty quiet at this stage. And wonder what happened to those initial rush units they were sending out to each other. What happened to them? Well, it's still coming, but I wonder where it's going. Yeah, it's just going straight into the base. Let's see what happens. Meanwhile, do you think maybe King John has seen how the battle's gone, so he's changing it? No? Just optimizing his base build. He's moving his KingJohnVI up here. He's probably going to expand, build a base there. Lots of RPs. They're very easy to do for Vecchia. He's also got a Zion Posse out. But is he going to do anything with it? It's just sitting there. Maybe he's going to use it for his base defense, while his Veer damages that. It's mostly just a scouting unit. People will do that to see what their opponent is doing. See, because he's undoing the attack now. He's moving the unit back. He was doing that to find out what exactly Shadowfury was doing, and in essence create a counter to whatever unit he's producing. Shadowfury hasn't built any octopods, and he's got a Spire. So I'm guessing that Shadowfury plans on building a heavy focus on air units. He's probably got a few resources saved up right now. That is a dome. It is a Greckham defense turret. Octos can morph into it, but I wonder why he built one there. What exactly is King John doing? Right back here. He's sending his force out, perhaps in response to Shadowfury's quick expansion with his Octos at around this point in time. Shadowfury still has an Octopod and the Spire up, but he hasn't built any air units yet. It's not out of range, because this is the range of the Spire right here, and his Triad is within the range, so it should be able to build air units. What exactly is King John doing? Yes, just what I thought. He's sending his units forward to help with his attack here, and they just quickly destroyed the mound and the Octos that are coming. I wonder if or how Shadowfury will respond to that. King John, what is King John doing? He's right here at this point in time, but he's going in play. Don't know what he could be doing right now. Maybe he's just sending the Teth Pulsar out to help his army, which is probably a good idea because Shadowfury has the Spire, but he's just building more Octos. As you can see, they've got the arrow pointing upwards, and if you follow the arrow up, he's building resource processors there. This really isn't a good idea for him to be doing. What he should have done is created another Triad, perhaps maybe just a Seppi and a Pharaoh, and then sent them up there to form a half Triad to build Octos to create RPs down there. Instead, this is going to be a long and ineffective journey for the Octos to take. Meanwhile, Shadowfury has to deal with the oncoming onslaught of the Zion Pulsar and the Zion Veer with the followed up Teth Pulsar. The Teth Pulsar might possibly destroy his Pheropod, but his Pheropod will definitely destroy the two Zion units. What exactly is King John doing back here? He's expanding, moving his army about. He attracted the Octopod in. Oh wait, no. There's an arrow there, which means Shadowfury is bringing the Octopod in to face the Vecchia units. King John, what exactly are you? He's got a Shin Turka up. Shin Turka. That's the only bombing unit the Vecchia have. It can also look at and see cloaked units. So perhaps this is going to be a direct response to Shadowfury's Pharopods, which can also cloak themselves. So therefore, the Shin Turka can see the cloaked Pharopods. However, he's also building a Teth Turka, so maybe he's going for an all-out air attack against Shadowfury's Octopod and Octos, which is a very smart move because Octos cannot attack air units and Octopods are not good against air units. And I wonder, his Triad's congregation point is set to the Octopod, but I wonder if maybe it's like set to the Octopod's hierarchy. But it isn't, because I should be able to see Shadowfury's hierarchy, and he doesn't have one. He is not using his Arcticus, which is really a bad idea. Like, Dreckim need to use their Arcticus. If they don't use their Arcticus, then they suffer a lot of chrono energy spendage. And see, Teth Turka is battling the Octopod, which really is a slow matchup, because Teth Turkas are good against air units, and the Octopods are good against ground units, yet they're versing each other. And I bet this Turka's gonna die soon. Not before doing considerable damage to Shadowfury. As you can see, King John is spending a lot of time really near to the unplayable past edge. I don't know why. It's really not a good idea for him to be doing. I know this from personal experience. And Shadowfury's... he just flashed back in time back here. Yes, he chronoported a Seppi back. That's all it was. I better not sit there so I don't propagate it forward and alert King John too much. Because Shadowfury seems to be playing it stealthily. because